First, want to congratulate Sporting Kansas City on their title. And then, there are no consolation prizes in finals, but I feel like our team played great. I feel like our team went after the game, dictated the pace of the game in many ways, controlled many parts of it, and we're unlucky not to come away with more. So, we've got a young group of guys that are really building and coming together in a really good way. I thought a lot of them played really well tonight. Some of our best players on the day were our youngest guys. So really good to see. And, as heartbreaking as this is, we will use this. We will use this to build confidence because this is a tough place to play. This is a good team. And we came here and we played really, really well.
Jesse, started the second half. You guys really came out driving the game but couldn't get anything to go in, and then the slow roller goes in. How much did that take out of the team?
Yeah, obviously going down 2-0 is different than being down 1-0. But we were unlucky just not to take more advantage of situations tonight because we created many opportunities. And, yeah, if you can get a goal at the beginning of the half, then obviously all the momentum changes. And at 1-1, all of a sudden, everything starts to move in our favor. But even at 2-0, our guys never weren't faced. They still continue to go after the game. And even if we can manage to get that goal a little bit earlier, it gives us a little bit more time. But still, we created some big chances after that. So our team pushed. They gave everything they had to each other, to the game. I'm gutted for them. I'm gutted for the organization and the fans because it's another heartbreaking moment. But it's clear to see that there's something special happening at this club, something special happening with this group. And so, we're not going to let this deter us. This will actually strengthen us and we'll get better.
Jesse, from first kick, the game was very fast-paced. Both teams bouncing back and forth, creating chances. Was the pace about what you expected, or was it even faster than maybe you had initially thought? No,
it was what I thought. I thought we were the aggressor for almost the entire 90 minutes. Thought we went after the game in a big way. We caused ourselves a little bit of trouble in the first half by giving away certain transition moments and not being alert enough to pick up some of their quick guys in transition. But they've had a great year with a lot of guys playing well, and I thought that again we were the aggressor. We put the game on our terms for much of it, and we're unlucky not to come away with more.
Jesse, it's no secret that the organization has been kind of looking for the secret sauce for knockout soccer for some time. What did you see tonight just that sort of made you think, okay, with possible playoffs coming up,
yeah.
What were the moments? There was a moment where Tyler Adams in particular had a...
Well, I think Sean Davis played his best game of the year. I think Amir Murillo and Fidel Escobar. I think Aaron Long had one of his best games ever. You could go down the list of some of our young guys and talk about how great they played, how much they went after the game, how fearless they were. And for them to play in their first big final, a really big match, and to go after the game in such a big way, I think it bodes really well for the future. We have to wait a little bit longer, but it's coming. It's coming. There's something special happening here, and it's painful to have to wait a little bit longer, but we're going to find a way to get there, and we have the right group of guys to do it.
Coach, what does the outcome of this game change going forward for you guys the rest of this season?
Well, the outcome, the outcome is obviously heartbreaking, but the performance is what I think we'll carry with us. So, like I said, in the moment, there's no consolation prize. But the confidence this group has, I think the way that they played, for each other, this will continue to make us good.
Coach, you talked about it beforehand with both teams are teams that really take the tournament seriously. Kind of reason why they've ended up in the final. Just your thoughts over, the final being a tightly contested match, and what does that do for, I guess, the tournament moving forward in terms of its exposure to the rest of the U.S.?
Well, I think that this tournament continues to grow in recognition, which is good. Every league in the world has their cup. This one has taken a little bit of time, but even the fact that so many games were on national television this time around, I think that so many of the second division teams are starting to emerge as big fan bases and important clubs, starts to feel like it's a real tournament, and so that's what hurts, I think, the most is just not able to take how important and how big we knew this would have been for all of us in the club, and come up a little bit short. But like I said, we'll use it as a positive.
Jesse, I know there was some speculation about Royer maybe being available. Was he just not fit enough for starters there?
It's always hard when you don't have a guy that's 100% to put him in a game like this. So you felt like you only wanted guys available that were going to be, totally fit and totally ready to go. So that with the restriction on foreigners, internationals, means that you're handcuffed a little bit. But Danny will be back soon.
Just as a follow, I mean, you're used to obviously, guys having two guys on Bradley all the time.
Yeah.
Are you still looking for the formula to try to make teams pay for that, and to try to find that extra guy with Daniel?
Well, I mean, the formula is to can he, we found him in certain moments, right? And so just when he does get his chance to now be a little bit sharper to take it. And then if they're going to mark him with 2, then that's going to leave us with favorable matchups in other places. So, if we're looking for long, sometimes that can be advantageous, but also then that means that things will open up underneath. Listen, as the game went on, they were done. We were just pushing the game so hard, and we knew that was going to happen. It's just unfortunate that we gave up the second goal.
Just having been in this and how difficult it was to even get to this point, what's your appreciation for a team that can win 3 of these in 6 seasons?
Yeah, it's impressive. I remember back in the Chicago Fire days that we won a bunch, and I think when you get momentum in this tournament and take it seriously, then the dominoes start to fall. And that's the thing with our club. I feel like once we get the first one to fall, that a lot of the others will start to come. So it eluded us this time, but it won't deter us. We'll find a way.